Hello guys and girls, welcome to a TryHard Diablo 3 guide. Today we'll be discussing how to craft the Infernal machine and where to find the items. So let's quickly talk about what the Infernal machine is. Now what the Infernal machine is something they've added in patch 1.0.5, which enables a player to craft this device which opens a portal to a new realm where you can fight 2 uber bosses. Now if any of you don't know what uber bosses is, what it is, it's like a souped up boss. It's extremely difficult. Now when you fight these uber bosses, you don't fight them one at a time, you fight them 2 at a time, and I can tell you right now it is quite a challenge. So what they've done is you have to craft this machine yourself, and yeah, you go from there. So we're going to talk about how to craft the machine and exactly where to find all the items. So let's discuss how to craft the machine. Now to craft it, you're going to need 3 keys and the Infernal machine plan. Now these keys can only be found on the Infernal difficulty, doesn't matter what monster power level you have, and they're not guaranteed drops. Now the keys are found in Acts 1, 2, and 3, and then the Infernal machine plan is found in Acts 4. In a minute we're just going to kind of go over exactly where in the Acts you can find them, and yeah, just the quickest way to find them. Now let's talk a bit more about the Infernal machine. Now when you open the Infernal machine, you can spawn, well it does spawn 2 bosses. There's the Realm of Discord, the Realm of Chaos, and the Realm of Turmoil. In the Realm of Discord you will find King Leoric and Magda. In the Realm of Chaos you will find Gom and Ragnoth. And in the Realm of Turmoil you'll find Siege Breaker and Zoltan Cool. Now as you can imagine, if these bosses are going to be on Inferno, compared or combined with each other and given more damage and abilities, it's going to be pretty hard, and it is. So let's get started. Alright, I just want to take a second to talk about the actual drop chance on the keys. It's not a guaranteed drop, as probably most of you know trying it. You do need a 5-stack of Nephilim Valor to actually have it drop at all, so you need to farm out the 5-stack. I would recommend monster power 2 to 3. Anywhere above that doesn't seem too efficient. I did farm out the majority of my keys in monster power 10, mainly because it's a guaranteed drop chance in monster power 10, but for the vast majority of players, they can't really do monster power 10 because it is quite insane. So I would recommend 2 to 3. If you're going above that, it's just not efficient, because if you take half an hour to farm out 5 stacks and kill the boss, it doesn't drop, then it kind of sucks really. So 2 to 3 will kind of guarantee a 10 to 15 minute run, so that's what I'd recommend. If you can do monster power 10, obviously do monster power 10. Takes a bit longer, but it guaranteed drops, so you 100% get it. Okay, we're going to start this off in Act 1, and then we're going to move to 2, 3, and then 4. You're going to want to make sure you're on the Inferno difficulty, pick Quest 10 or anything past, I think it's Quest 5, and you'll be fine. Make sure you stack up your 5-stack of Nephilim Valor before you get started, and then head over to the Fields of Misery waypoint. Now you want to search around the Fields of Misery for the actual key holder. He could be anywhere in it, so make sure you check every little kind of nook and cranny, because sometimes he hides in like little corners and you walk past him and don't realize. So once you get that key, head over to Act 2, preferably start on the last quest again, and then start the game up. Make sure it's on the Inferno difficulty once again, obviously. It's the only way it'll drop. And then once you're in Act 2, head over to the DAHLGUR OASIS, and again, make sure you search everywhere in the DAHLGUR OASIS, because it can be a pain in the butt kind of looking everywhere for him. It's a big area, and it can be very frustrating to farm if you're not farming on monster power 10. It does take a little while. So once you find him, kill him, grab the key, and we'll head over to Act 3. Okay, so Act 3, again, you can start at anything past the last quest will work. And you're going to want to head over to, preferably anywhere you can get 5 stacks quickly. I'd say keep depths 1 or 2. Normally you can get them up very, very quick. The actual key holder will be in Stonefort, which is actually quite a nice change because he's very easy to find. It's a very linear zone. Quite easy boss as well. So once he's dead and you have the key, we're going to head over to Act 4, where we'll find the actual plans to combine all 3 keys. Okay, so in Act 4, again, start at the last quest, anywhere you can get to the Silver Spire level 1. I'll quickly tell you to get there. You go through the waypoints to the Crystal Colonnade, it's called, and then from the Crystal Colonnade you go to the Gate of the Silver Spire. Now the Gate of the Silver Spire will bring you to the Silver Spire level 1, where you will find the guy who holds the plans. Act 4 can be quite annoying because the elite packs are really spread out, but you just got to keep at it and keep farming. You'll get the 5 stacks and kill the boss, and he'll eventually drop the item, hopefully for you. But yeah, he's probably one of the harder bosses for ranged classes, that's for sure. But once you have the plans, we're going to go and teach you how to actually make the key and where to go from there. Now with the key, you're going to want to craft it at the blacksmith. You teach it to the blacksmith as usual. As you can see, you just kind of right click on it in the Forge Weapons, and then to get it, just go from the show item, go from show, and then have materials, and then it'll find it instantly for you. Now once you do that, you just craft it as you would craft any blacksmithing item, and you go from there. There you go, you have your Infernal Machine, and you can go and fight your elite bosses. Now to fight the elite bosses, you want to head over to Act 1, and in Act 1 you can start on any quest you want, it doesn't matter. Make sure you set the monster level depending on what you can kill it on, because if you reset the game, you will not be able to go back in and use the same Infernal Machine. You have to farm out a new one. So if you can't do 10, don't load it up on 10. Load it up on 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Now in Act 1, you want to move up to the area kind of above Kane's house, and you break the door open, which is kind of a new secrets area. It's called the HERETIC'S Abode, where you will actually activate the Infernal Machine. So you just run anywhere into the room and you get going. You click your Infernal Machine, and then there's the portal, and you can enter in and enjoy your crazy mode bosses. You will fight 2 bosses at random, and they are very, very hard. So if you're doing it on Monster Power 10 like I've been doing it, good luck. It's a challenge, and you'll have a lot of fun. Alright guys, that about wraps up for today's guide. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you found it useful. I got lots more Diablo 3 content coming out. As many of you know, I'm doing the 1.0.5 updated class guides. I will be including 3 specs in each one. Each spec, well, up to 3 specs in each one. Each spec will be covering monster powers 1 through 3, 3 through 7, and then 7 through 10, as each level of monster power can use a different spec because it's completely different game. It's insane. So yeah, that's stuff to look forward to, as well as World of Warcraft's content coming out as well. If that's your thing, that's awesome. Hopefully you guys kind of enjoy it. If not, you don't have to watch it. Just stick around for the Diablo stuff. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in 1.0.5. Bye-bye.